EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is TJ Logan to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Cousins. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Lions.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
On the top, got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Donald Parham with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Antoine Winfield.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. To Mixon on the check down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way.
And this is going to be intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
54 mark. Check. Block 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 50.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Lions nothing.
Watson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he will reach reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
Bears. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Go, go, go. Hey, 24.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. B.J. Hill able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Right there, 54. Hey, 59. Here we go, D. Hey, 55. Me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Watson. And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Here's a give to Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the carry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Cousins. They'll fire this deep for Gallup. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Right there, 54, right there.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
You ain't doing that today. Check 4, check 4.
Watson off play action. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Bears
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, D. 57 to Mike.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Here's Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just
Now you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toe.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It leads
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 2-4. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Throwing again is Watson. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 59. Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Watson. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
Intended for Calvin Ridley.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The quick slant caught. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Robert Quinn in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And he'll be out right at the 35. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
The Lions, first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't
through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Bears 31, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Lions 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Faking the give, now Watson. Flushed out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Watson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Bears 45, Lions 15. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by,
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Cousins. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Slam, slam, slam. Line up, go.
And they will take a knee here.
Watson on the keeper. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.